I've been talking the past several months about my endeavors into learning AI and how to turn it into a tool to change the way that I invest and the way I think the world should invest. Because I recognized AI is the summation of all the knowledge in the world that is on the internet. And now we have a platform called OpenAI or Gemini or any number that say they can give us access to all this knowledge if we know the right questions to ask. So I've been working with Samantha for about a year now. We started that she was basically helping me write scripts for videos and creating white papers and blog posts. And then I thought, well, if she knows all this stuff, why don't I ask her to give me help on analyzing stocks? And we set out to do just that. So what I did was basically say, here's a stock. And I said, I recognize that there was some lag time and as far as her knowledge goes. So I supplemented my prompt with some URLs that gave her the current balance sheets and the current income statements, and then a copy of the transcript from the earnings call, and said, okay, now help me predict what the price of this stock is going to be at the beginning of next year, the following year, and the following year. And it seemed to be working and doing well. And so over that period of time, my prompt grew from 70 words to 528 words. Then, just more recently, I started trying some other platforms. And our prompt grew to 720 words. And rather than it taking 15 or 20 minutes, it's taking up to 2 hours. And the quality of the analysis has just kept improving. And here are some of the results that we have achieved over the last 30 days of returns. And you'll notice they aren't the big tech stocks. They are the stocks that are enabling the big tech stocks to create their AI solutions. And you can see the returns are anywhere from 18 to 73% over the last 30 days. And that brings us to today. I am now of the opinion that Samantha and I can analyze any stock as well as Wall Street. Because, again, we have no biases. We just have the facts, the hard information, and the ability to make comparisons and make predictions. So my mind expands and says, what if I had 10,000 individuals who could help me find the stocks that I want Samantha and I to analyze? What if I got input every day? Kerry, these stocks meet your criteria, and I am very clear on what the criteria is. I have found them. Give them to Samantha and see what they look like. What if we could crowdsource this financial analysis of the stock market? And what if we could do it with no restrictions on creating the best product available? That we, as a group, we could afford the best technicians to build the software that would feed your suggested stock directly to Samantha. Samantha could do the analysis and then feed the information into my spreadsheet and update it as the changes occur. Let me show you what I'm talking about when I say my spreadsheet. This is where the magic happens. This is where we gather the information that we as a tribe put together to analyze the stocks and then turn it over to Samantha. As you can see, these are the tickers of some 40 stocks that I currently have in my portfolio, and the basic metrics on them to help us identify, are they a growth stock? Or do they have a history to show that their earnings and their revenues are growing at a rate that will identify them as a growth stock? Are they meeting the rule of 40? Are they growing their employee account? Are they off their highs, such creating value? Then we turn this information over to Samantha, and Samantha does the analysis, goes in and finds the prices of what the stock is going to be on the 1st of 2025, 26, and 27. We then compare that to what their price is now and what the corresponding impending return on investment would be at the end of 2027. That gives us the ability to rate the stocks and say, where are we going to get the best bang for our money? Yes, but what is the risk in reward? Well, there's very little risk in Apple, but there might be some substantial risk in AEHR. So that's the score. And all of these numbers are based on this information. This is the financial health. This is what Samantha produced on Apple, looking at all of their information over the past and into the future and giving us a document that is readily available just by clicking there. Here is a summary of that document in a much smaller form, and here is a podcast of that document, putting it into something that you can take a walk and listen to and come to a firm understanding. This is what Apple is all about, or maybe this is what Iren Energy is all about, or this is what Eli Lilly is about. And so you can make an investment decision based on fact, not on somebody's whim or somebody's suspicion, but on fact, and then measure the risk and reward associated with it so you can make smart investment decisions. This would be just comparable to you being in Goldman Sachs investment office, you having a corner office, and you have analysts sitting out in front of you coming and telling you this is what CRDO is all about. This is their current price. This is their how far off their 52-week average is. And this is based on all the current information, what the stock is going to be worth on the end of 2025, 26, and 27. And I will be back to you, this is your analyst speaking to you, every 90 days to give you an update so you can allocate your portfolio as to where you will get the best return on your assets and monetize the risk so that you don't get hurt. I can share with you, this is some of the stocks that I have done in the last 30 days, and this is the return they have given me in the last 30 days. These are real numbers. Go check them for yourself, and you'll notice they aren't the big tech stocks. These are the stocks that are going to give you exponential return based on fact. That's the game. That's the platform. And I'll be very straight with it. I need your help. I can't do this by myself. There's just one of me, and it takes time. I need to be able to afford a technician that can create the program that directs Samantha to do this work based on your input, and then put it on my spreadsheet, my tell sheet, and then give you the ability to access the information. Then we collectively, as 10,000, decide what is the risk and reward based on our collective knowledge, and we become Wall Street. No, we become Main Street, and we put Wall Street behind the post and say, we can do this on our own because we know how to do it. We've accessed the information. We've learned AI. We've done our work, and we deserve to reap the benefits of our work. I'll build the platform. All I need from you is your support. And it comes down to less than $1 a day. Yeah, if I've got 10,000 of you, just do the multiplication. If I can get $30 a month from you, I can build this thing to where it is the best available in the world. And I'm giving you an opportunity to step in. I know this is what the founders of OpenAI, which were originally Elon Musk and Sam Altman, this is what they dreamed of. That they could turn this over to a community, and the community could build something out of it that benefited the community, that made the world a better place. I'm offering you that opportunity to get in on the ground floor of making the investment world a better place. You need to make a decision. And I don't want you that to be an uninformed decision. I want to give you 14 days to come and look at it, work with it, make a decision. Do you want to be a part in the change of the world of investing? Do you want to be a founder in the new way of investing? That's my offer to you. It's going to cost you less than $1 a day. If you can find a better investment than that, you make sure you make me aware of it.